that you guys could follow along with us. We registered this morning as thru hikers for the Appalachian Trail, something I've been telling you guys I was going to do for a long time. So we are hiker number 2046 and 2047. So 2046 is Al, he's the man behind the cam. You'll see him later a bunch. And I am 2047. So I just wanted to kind of introduce us, say what we're doing, show you kind of what we're taking with us, and how it all fits in these two packs. So the goal is to kind of keep everybody at home updated with once a week videos, and we'll go from there. So the packs we're taking, mine's an Osprey. I'm not a gear nerd. I don't know gear names. I don't know model numbers. So if you're watching this from home and you are a gear nerd, I'm really sorry. But I'm pretty sure this is a 65-liter pack. This is the Deuter 55, 65? Yeah, 65. So those are the packs we are carrying. Mine is empty right now. It still has some stuff in it. So we are going to kind of break it down into everything we're taking along, and then we'll pack it in the packs and show you how it goes. All right, first I want to talk about the tent and our sleeping system. The tent is broken down into two bags. The Rainfly is in one bag, and the tent and the Tyvek footprint are in the other. We are using the REI Quarter Dome 2. One of us is carrying each one of those bags, and then one of us is carrying the stakes and the poles. So that is our tent. And for a sleeping system, we have both opted for the Thermarest V-Lite, which means that each one of us is carrying one of these. I was a fan of the inflatable pad forever, but out of fear of failure, I feel like this is a more durable option. And then for a sleeping bag, we are both carrying a 40-degree down bag. Mine is a Kelty. Al's is some kind of Amazon special, but it seems to be holding up just fine in its test runs. And since it's only a 40-degree bag and it's still April and we still have to go through the Smokies, we are both carrying a fleece blankie. It's pretty much a luxury item, but it's super snuggly, and although it's much lighter or much larger and heavier than a liner, it is comfortable, and who knows, it may go home, but for now, it's starting with us. And then we both have an inflatable pillow. Mine is a Sea Summit. His is a Climate X Rest, or something along those lines. So that is our tent, or the tiny home, as I like to refer to it, and our sleeping system. Next, I want to talk about food and water. Food is probably the biggest question that I get when I tell people that I like to backpack. What the hell do you eat out there? So we are both carrying a food bag. These are not some fancy name brand. I'm pretty sure they both came from Walmart, but we're gonna rock them until they don't work anymore. No sense in spending money on something we already had. Right now, Al is carrying breakfast and snacks, and I am carrying lunch and dinner. So a typical day's worth of food I have set out. Breakfast is usually some instant coffee, which is still in the bag. A tortilla with some peanut butter and jelly is going to be breakfast this week. Next week it might be oatmeal or something fancy like that. And then snacks this week are Cool Mint chocolate Cliff Bars, Slim Jims, Fruit by the Foot, and some gummy fruit slices. So we have assortments of those for the week. Lunch is generally a tuna packet, some mayonnaise, and another tortilla, or some pepperoni. And dinner is going to be a lot of ramen. We spice it up. We have some crushed red pepper from a pizza place back home, and a lot of dehydrated chicken. We also have some beef jerky and a lot more tuna to put in there. We also have macaroni and cheese and what I call hiker Thanksgiving, which is stuffing and mashed potatoes and dried chicken with some cranberries. So that is what we're going to feast on this week. And the way we prepare it, I'm using a little stove that was a gift to me a few years ago. I don't know the name. I'm pretty sure it's from Amazon. It's a very common backpacking stove. That was my can opener that went flying. You never know. So that's our stove. It takes the isobutane canisters. We are each carrying one of these big bad boys right now. They were a Christmas gift, so I'm going to use them until they're gone, and I'll revert back to the small ones. We are each carrying a cooking pot, simply out of vanity that we both love coffee in the morning, and we can cook breakfast and coffee at the same time. This is just another Amazon buy. And then we each have a titanium spork, spoon, fork type item. We're each carrying an old-fashioned tin coffee mug, just because we really love to drink coffee out of them. And then we have a pot scraper. And then as long as I'm talking about food, we also have 2 bear lines. Just one can be used as a clothesline or to tie something off that needs to be tied up. So the bear line is for the food bag. It's hung in a tree for people at home that don't realize that we do not sleep with our food. We are already sleeping near bears. Water. Water was another popular question. We are just using the Sawyer squeeze and some Smart Water life water bottles. And then we have a collection bag for extra water or to filter into a cooking pot. So yeah, you just put your dirty water right in this bottle and screw the filter on. You can drink right from it. You can squeeze it into your cook pot, whatever else you need water for. And I will really vouch for this thing. People back home in Toledo, I actually drank water out of the Ottawa River with this, and here I am. So props to Sawyer. So that is our water and our food and kind of how we maintain it all.
Okay.
All right, next up I want to talk about our wardrobe, so our clothing. We each have a clothing bag, believe it or not. We each have one of these in our clothes, not our rain gear, just our clothes fits in each one of these. So we'll start with sleeping gear. I am wearing good old Cuddle Duds from Walmart for now until it gets too warm for them. Al is wearing just some comfy thick gym shorts and an old running tee that is long sleeved. So that's the plan for sleepwear, at least through the Smokies. We each have a pair of compression socks to wear at night, hopefully to help our feet and legs with swelling and any pain. I am wearing the clothes that I'm hiking in, so this is my everyday wardrobe for a long time. I also have one change of clothes. I have a pair of Under Armour gym shorts and an old ratty Speedo tank top that's really breathable for when it's really hot out. I also have one, yes I said one pair of ex officio underwear. So the turn it inside out and reuse it thing really does apply here, unfortunately. And I have a long sleeve shirt. This is a Columbia running shirt. I got as a gift many years ago, but it's got like a Reflectix liner. So hopefully it keeps me nice and warm. So far it hasn't done me wrong. Al has an extra outfit. He has an extra pair of, I think these are some Nike gym shorts and a short sleeve, and some, these are pants, some compression pants, and then he is hiking in a long sleeve, a long sleeve and some shorts. So those are sleeping clothes and our everyday clothes. We both have a backup pair of socks. They're both Smart Wool. We're both wearing Smart Wool socks to start with. And for cold weather gear, we both have a pair of gloves. These are my old running gloves. I've had them forever. I love them. These are some, I think the brand is Burton. So far they've done all right. And then we each have a puffy. Mine is a REI. I couldn't even tell you the fill or the specs. Like I said, I'm not a gearhead. And Al's is a 32 degree brand puffy. So we each have one of those. And then a winter hat. I had to take my Appalachian Trail women's group hat with me, of course. And then Elle has a Patagonia. And rain gear. We each have a rain jacket. This is an Under Armour. It's just from a discount sporting goods store. This, I'm not even sure. Quick Pack. It's just a packable rain jacket. And then we have matching rain skirts. So, you know, very trendy. I was not a fan of rain pants last time, so I'm going to opt for the skirt. And then we each have a pat cover. These are just generic Walmart pat covers that I double waterproof sprayed. So hopefully those hold up okay for us. I've been using one for a few years now and I've been successful with it. And then we each have a hat. Just, you know, my favorite beer and a local business from home. So those work great with the bug nets that we're taking. And footwear. So Elle has brand new, I have a little bit of shoe envy, Ultra Lone Peaks that he's going to start with. And then I have the La Sportivas that I've been using for a while now. I'm pretty happy with those too, so I shouldn't say I have too much shoe envy. And then we're both wearing Dirty Girl gaiters, just kind of little fun gaiters that help keep your feet clean. And then we both have camp shoes. Again, these are Walmart specials. I think these were $3. I've had them for so long that I just had to bring them with me. I know they're not going to make it all the way, but I just wanted to get one last use out of them. And then these are like water shoes. So they're great for crossing streams also. So that's our entire wardrobe, our winter gear and our rain gear. Alright guys, next on the list, second to last, we're running out of room, the bag's only so big, is hygiene and safety items. So we are each carrying a hygiene bag. It is a little blue bag like this. And inside each one, this is like my bag, this is his bag. We're both using the stuff in the same bags except for a couple things. We each have a toothbrush and toothpaste, kind of important. We both have baby wipes. This is a shower in a bag for the most part. We're hoping to get to shower maybe once a week or so, hopefully. In the meantime, it's baby wipes. I am carrying the brush. It's just one of those little travel brushes with a mirror and some hair ties. I have some CBD pain cream because I know the pain is inevitable. It's definitely going to happen. Some O'Keeffe's chapstick, that's my favorite. I also have tampons and a lot of Midol because, let's be real, it's going to happen. And then in this bag I have some antifungal cream for feet and any like jock itch, things like that. Some first aid ointment, some Tums, anti-diarrheal, allergy pills, an emergency wrap, and a sewing needle to fix things or unfortunately maybe perform stitches. Who knows? Anything can happen. In Al's bag he has floss, which is also our sewing string, a glasses repair kit because he wears glasses, and we are each carrying a 1 dose of zithromycin just in case any illness should show up. We also have some Dr. Bronner's soap, a nail clipper, and some essential oils to keep bugs away and, quite frankly, just cover our own smell. We have baby powder for chafing and for my hair when it's a greasy mess. Some lotion and a backup 1-day supply of bug spray because bugs love me and I hate them. They just bite the shit out of me. So, and then some hot hands. We'll carry those just until we get to the Smokies, just in case we get a cold night. And some moleskin. That's my favorite way to treat a blister. So those are our 2 medical bags. And then we have a couple of various safety items. I carry mace. I keep it on me in case we get separated as a female alone. It just makes me feel a little better. It's also ideal to have ready and on my hip if we are hitchhiking. It just kind of says, hey, you know, I'm taking care of myself. I'm carrying a compass with an emergency whistle. We each have a knife. This is just a basic knife that I bought at Walmart years ago. Mostly it just gets used to cut summer sausage. So we each have a headlamp. These are just Energizer headlamps. Pretty sure they're from Walmart, but they have the red light setting so that you don't bother other people at night. So we each have a small flashlight. These were just a gift that I was given before we left, but they ended up being really bright, and I thought they would be useful to have a light in the tent at night that you can leave on when you leave to go to the privy, so you can find the tent again. We have a towel for bathing. This actually folds out decent size, enough to dry yourself. And then we are each carrying a bug net to protect our faces from bugs. And then the other really common question is, what do you do when you have to go to the bathroom? So I'm going to be very real. What you do when you have to go to the bathroom is you dig a hole about 6 inches deep, and you do your business, and then you clean up, and you cover the hole, but you pack the paper out. So we each have a roll of paper, and we have a dirty paper bag. That is the first bag to go in the trash when you find a trash can, let me just say that. And then this time, I'm going to utilize what is called a pee rag. As a female, you know, we kind of want to be sanitary, but carrying a bunch of dirty toilet paper. Supposedly, if I use this rag and then I tie it to the outside of my pack, the sun will bleach it and it will not smell. I'm going to give it like a 2-week trial period, and if there's a smelly pee rag hanging off of my pack, I'm going to go back to toilet paper. But we'll see how this goes. Hopefully it saves some toilet paper. It's good for the environment. It's good for my trash bag. So we'll see how that goes. So yes, that is how you go to the bathroom in the woods. Everyone's always afraid to ask. No one wants to talk about it, but it happens. So that is hygiene and safety items.
Okay.
All right, guys, last on the list is navigation, electronics, and luxury items. So for navigation, we are using the GutHooks app on my phone. So that is probably our primary form of navigation, besides just following the good old white blazes. We are also using the AWOL's guide for 2019 northbound. So that is, if you are new to hiking and you haven't gotten one of these and you've been on the trail, I highly recommend it. Those are our 2 forms of navigation. We're also carrying a compass. And then our electronics, we are each carrying one of these waterproof stuff sacks. They have our cell phones. We're each carrying a Samsung. I think he has an 8, I have a 9, but relatively the same thing. We each have a power block. I'm using the Anchor 20,000, kind of heavy, but gets you a lot of charges. And then this is a Dorla. This was a gift that Al got. So it's actually a solar charger and a power bank that you can fill by plugging in, and it has a flashlight on it. So we'll see how that goes. It was a gift, so we're going to try it out. We have a dual port outlet, and then we have 2 singles, so we can charge both phones and both power banks at the same time. So we have the cords for all those and the phones. Al's chosen to bring headphones as a luxury item in hopes to probably listen to the basketball games when he can. And some spare batteries. Those are for the headlamps. And so that all goes into the bag, the waterproof bag, and then we each have a snazzy homemade wallet that has our important cards and identification and all of that kind of stuff that we need. So we keep this bag on us whenever we have to leave the pack somewhere. It has all of our electronics, all of our important cards, and our money, and so this kind of becomes like your purse per se. So that all goes in there. And then our luxury items. So we've each chosen to get an AT passport that, for anyone back home that's not familiar with the trail, is a little book. It's got a bunch of spots for places on the trail, businesses and hostels. They will stamp your passport to show that you were there and date it, and so you can kind of take it home as a commemorative little thing of where you were on the trail. And we're carrying a journal. This will be used for making lists, writing notes, journaling, playing tic-tac-toe, who knows. We also have some postage stamps so we can send postcards home. We are each carrying a game. I'm carrying a deck of cards, Elle's carrying Uno. I know from my last trip when I had 11 days of rain straight that I really wished that I had someone to play cards with. So now I do, and we're each carrying a card game. We're each carrying a butt pad. This is just hangs off the outside of our pack. It's super easy to grab and just sit down when you want to take a break. And it also makes a great windshield if you're trying to cook. It folds up, can go under your head if you're stuffy at night, or under your hips if you're sore, and it weighs virtually nothing. I'm also carrying sunglasses, so that's a big thing for me. Al wears glasses, so sunglasses are kind of out for him. And our last luxury item, hooch, grandma's cough medicine, vodka, cup of relaxation at the end of the day, whatever you want to call it. We both have some vodka and some Mio, and it'd be nice to make a cocktail at the end of the day after everything's set up and done. So those are our navigation, our electronics, our luxury items. So now I'm going to kind of show you how it all fits in the pack. Alright guys, so that's it for now. That's our little introduction. It's what we're taking, what we're doing. We're leaving in the morning. We're meeting up with some other thru hikers later tonight, and we're all going to ride to the trail together tomorrow. So subscribe to the videos, and we should be back in Civilization in about a week, able to upload some more stuff. So if you have any questions, feel free to post them in the comments. And thanks to everyone at home for your well wishes and your prayers and all of that good energy that you're sending with us. So until next time, guys, adios.